It's a very exciting week of the year for me, as Negroni is my favorite cocktail and has been for a very long time. My name's Bertie Boekemann, and I'm from Stitch Bar on York Street in Sydney CBD. And I'm going to show you a little twist of mine on the classic. I'm just going to pour that in our glass, like so. May we do that? Yeah, wonderful. Loving that. Can you tell it's been 3 months since I've been in a bar? The cocktail is called the Lavender Bay. A little bit of like a flowery, funky kind of take on a Negroni. Yeah, so we'll start off with our Campari. Just like a classic Negroni, we're going to do 30 mils of this. It's not a Negroni if you don't use Campari. It's not. So just going to start off with 1 shot or 30 mils of that into our mixing jug. Next, we're going to use our Cachaca. I like Cachaca Germana, but any Cachaca will do. We're going to do a shot of that in replacement of the gin in classic Negroni. So the Cachaca is just kind of like funky flavors through it, a little bit of, it's essentially a rum. It's in the same sort of vein, but it's sort of, I mean, if you know the smell of Cachaca, it's very, very particular. I love it. I love it. Next, we're going to use our lime cordial. So I made this at home. It's, for anyone who wants the recipe, it's Jeffrey Morgenthaler's recipe. It's available free online on his website. It's super easy to make. It took me like 2 minutes to make in a blender. So this is just sort of nice, zesty, a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of tartness. So we're going to put 10 mils of that in. Okay. Next we have 10 mils of our sweet vermouth. I am using some vermouth rutan, which was given to me very kindly by a friend of mine. Any sweet vermouth will do. I just like this one at the moment. So we're going to do 10 mils of that. And that's just sort of keeping in line with sort of the traditional Negroni sort of recipe, keeping those like sweet sort of vermouthy, winey kind of flavors in there as well. And then finally, last but not least, we're going to use our lavender syrup. Now I get this from 1883 syrups, and then we're going to do 10 mils of that one as well. Right, so we're just going to stir that down. Now, stir it quite well. I find that it needs just that little bit of extra dilution, just to sort of help bring the flavors together. That's good. Yeah, totally. I wanted to get something that sort of went right across the whole palate of the tongue. So you get those lime cordial kind of flavors on the front, the lavender going through the middle of the palate, and then you get all the vermouth, Campari sort of bitter orange things sort of further from the back. So you kind of get this floral bracing with a little bit of zest in there as well. I think if you're coming from the world of funkier rums and Cachaca and that sort of thing, you could probably find this very approachable, but it's very much in the realm of the Negroni, where it's quite an intense flavor. If you are living on the Central Coast, it is actually available to order takeaway from Pocket Bar in Terrigal at the moment, even in the lockdown. So if anyone's really hankering for one of these and doesn't want to make all the syrups and things like that, you can order it from us there. So we're going to, just like a classic Negroni, we're going to put 30 mils into it. tongue. This is stuck. There you go. Right.